Ever wonder why your leatherwork looks cheap and dirty compared to the pro's clean pieces? It's usually not skill, it's a few tiny details. I'm going to fix 4 of them, including one tool where sharp is actually bad, and the hygiene habit ruining your leather. See this oily marking? This is one of the reasons why your leather suddenly at the end looks cheap. You spent ages crafting a beautiful leather piece, but then by the end of burnishing, it looks oily and ruined. So you see how many times you end up touching the leather during this burnishing process? Each time you're transferring sweat, oils, and dirt to the leather surface that is marking it. Your hands continuously produce new oils as you touch it, and especially when you're concentrating, you'll often sweat more. The fix costs just a few dollars, and it can fix it instantly. So cotton gloves keep everything looking clean and fresh. This makes a huge difference, especially on natural veg tanned leathers where the marks become really prominent. Same technique, same leather, just handled properly. So I now use these at the end of my crafting, once I don't need that same dexterity and control when I'm just burnishing. You can also get these little finger guards that you can use while stitching, just so you reduce that touch time down a little bit more. So this one stumped me for ages. I couldn't work out why I had lots of small scratches on the grain side of my leather. And it turns out when you cut on your cutting mat, you're actually creating all of these rough edges and deep pits into your mat. You then put your leather down onto this surface and you're scratching your leatherwork. So the fix here is to try and be conscious and limit the amount that you put it down on your rough surface. Or you can try and use a different surface. So you might use your mat for your main cutting and then maybe have another one that you use when you get closer to your finishing. Or alternatively, you can sand this down, but just remember that you'll actually remove all of the marking lines and guides that are on here. So I find the best fix for me is just to try and be conscious of this and limit how much I put it down. I'm curious, what has improved your leatherwork the most as a beginner? Let me know down in the comments. You're probably doing this right now and it's marking your leather. If your nails are rough or sharp, those scratches permanently damage your leather. This took me ages to realize. Those tiny scratches actually add up over time and slowly reduce the professionalism of your leather. Over time, that leather starts to go fuzzy. So simply keeping your nails trimmed and clean makes a huge difference. So take some time for personal care and your customers will thank you. Wait to see the sharp tool that's actually ruining your finish more than your nails. If you want more bonus tips, behind the scenes content and exclusive member perks, then click the link down in the description or the join button. So a lot of people think that you need sharp needles for saddle stitching. And as a beginner, I thought this as well, but they're actually meant to be blunt. The stitching holes are created by your pricking irons or your stitching chisels. The needle is just passing the thread through. So cheap Amazon Leathercraft beginner kits contain really sharp needles. And I use these for way too long. So sharp needles do 3 things that make your leather look worse. Number 1, they make it way easier to pierce through the thread and to damage it and make it less durable, but then also to create these frayed edges that don't look as good. Number 2, they make it much easier to scratch the leather surface around the stitching holes. And number 3, you can prick your finger way more easily and start to bleed onto the leather, which ruins it forever. When I was starting out, I used a way too thicker thread and I was trying to really force the needles through the holes. This meant it was way more likely that I would prick myself with the sharp needle and I'd bleed onto the raw veg tan. So inevitably I'd end up ruining the leather with these tiny little blood droplets. So get yourself a nice good quality set of needles. John James is a well-known brand and those are the ones that I use daily. As always, links are down in the description for everything that you need. If you're just starting out, don't stop here. This video up on screen is the perfect follow-up. Let's keep crafting.